Universe, what is good with you? We're doing some factory gaming today. Let us jump right into it. I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing in Factorio today. I guess the big thing is maybe some more upgrades on the base. It looks like with... Oh my god, we're actually doing science right now without missing out. I was gonna say, it looks like our belts are looking decent again, thankfully. Our science is flowing. We have a little bit of spaghetti, but our base is looking okay. Ooh, interesting. We might not be producing enough low-density structure? That's a surprise to me. You know what we'll do to fix that? We'll just feed this right back into it. Should be simple. What side of the belt do we need on? We need on the outer side of the belt. Boom. Just kidding, it doesn't matter what side of the belt it's on. I did some quick mathematics and realized, nope, it don't matter. It never matters, that's the secret. There, any excess ones will be pushed right back into the system rather than being completely idle. Ooh, my god, our circuits are chunked. So is our copper. Oh my god, no copper makes it back here. Maybe it is time to upgrade the copper. I was thinking it probably be a good idea since we did the other two. Alright, we're gonna upgrade the copper. I didn't realize we were chunking through it so fast. Do we still have a blueprint of, actually, you know what? I think we can copy this directly, because it's the same amount of lines and everything. I think we're going to just copy probably all the way up here and all the way down. And we'll just do to there. Store that, and we'll just have that be our direct replacement for the copper. We'll delete this one, because this was a small one. We were modifying it to make it a little smaller for that setup. Should be fine here. Hey T, good to see ya. I'm actually shocked at how quickly we do chunk through all of the copper. I guess it's just copper wires take so much of it. Doing an upgrade planner on this stuff here would also be pretty prudent. I could speak. I guess I'll just do this section for now. I'll start the deconstruction planner, but what I'm gonna do is the same thing I did before, where I made markings on where the edges were to try and fit it back in. I think it'll be the same size. I don't remember if this is wider or not. No, it shouldn't be. It should be really easy to replace it, hopefully. My bots run out of power right before I approach them. Or maybe it's because I stepped into a dead zone? I guess that green area is a dead zone. Never mind, that's what it is. I was confused why my bots were just kind of like, nope, we're not doing it anymore. The Krusty Krab is unfair, they hit me with, and I was like, dang. Living in a society, RN. Alright, it looks like basically everything is through, so we're going to mark for deconstruction. We're going to do the entirety of this. Except for those water pipes, we certainly don't want those. Apparently some iron ore on the ground as well. Oh, look at it. The bot migration is so nice for stuff like this. And apparently that was a heavily load-bearing power pole because now none of our smelting operations are functioning, which is a little bit unfortunate. But thankfully, should be able to just smack this bad boy down. This looks good. Our power poles like preemptively line up, which is nice. Did I forget to mark the other side of the wires? Wait, why is that going down? Oh, right. Okay, that's fine. We'll just have to adjust that wire. Thankfully, the power is now hooked up once more. Oh, look at how convenient that is. We live in a society for certain. So we had to make that go upwards. That one already connects. That one already connects. That one doesn't connect. Oh, maybe it deliberately doesn't connect. No, it doesn't. See, this is... No, that should be fine how that connects. My copper setup's a little different than the iron one, but it should all be fine now. We should just be able to plug it back in. It should turn right back on. And wouldn't you know it, that the locale to plug it back in is right here. So now this should just be more efficient altogether with the speed modules for the space it takes up. Dang, that's so cool how like effectively and quickly you can upgrade things once you get fast bots. I guess it doesn't really matter if we turn those into red belts or not. It should be fine. Or blue belts, excuse me. I'm really out of it today. I don't know why. Maybe it was like just because I haven't been sleeping well lately because unfortunately I have a neighbors, not that are new, but I have neighbors that love to put their dog outside really early and not like walk it or anything or take care of it. So it's just extremely loud really early in the morning, which is a lot less fun than one would expect it to be, depending on your expectation of fun, I guess. Oh my god, fastbots go so hard. I know I keep saying it, but I'm just so taken back by it. Let's turn the music a little bit. That's better. I can barely hear myself think. So now I think it's blue belts all the way up for the copper, which will hopefully help us, but the demand for copper is always quite high. Forgot we decided on Vulcanus. That's cool. Oh no. None of it's getting through to here though. How do we rectify this? I guess we can send 2 copper belts through the base? Yeah, because we have all the copper coalesce here, and we have like a belt not going through. I'm going to try to separate it into 2 copper belts going through the base. And I can plug it back into the belt later on, and that should help our throughput a lot. Where's the part that plug? Okay, it gets really scrunky up there. So my thought is if we do this... Whoops. Maybe I need to take it a little bit further than that. I don't really know how to like reattach this to make it goodly. Doesn't seem bad. The thing is, I need to prioritize this one more. Oh, you know what I could just do? I could do output priority, duh. But output priority will also like... No, that should be fine. It's just way less makes it upwards. What does this feed up here? Anything important? Yes and no. It is something important, but we don't need a crazy amount of it. I mean, we do need a crazy amount of it. Apparently LDS just eats it. I do think a second belt helped the copper. Kind of helped the copper. Maybe it'll just take a little bit to get back on track. Yeah, it looks like the stuff in the back is starting to get more stuff now. The demand for stuff is quite high. The better throughput we have, the better, obviously, but I feel like there's some shenanigans to be done to make it more efficient. And maybe it doesn't even need an output priority there. Maybe that balancer will just be good, or splitter. This seems better in general. Maybe it just took a little bit to repopulate and I was overthinking it. Oh yeah, this is way better. Whatever this is specifically gets completely conked though. Which is making batteries, which isn't that important to make. Is this necessary though? What happens if I do this? We just have dramatically less coming through. Okay, I see you. What if we do this instead? I think that's better. I think that lets us dedicate this whole line on the right, and then this whole line on the left gets to go all the way through. Maybe. It might not do anything. It makes me feel better. It looks better. Yeah, I'm thinking it might have just been a consequence of everything being off for a little bit. I was just overreacting. Regardless, everything is working once more. The iron looks so bad, though. I think I'm gonna have to give the iron the 2-belt treatment as well. And it's certainly doable to accomplish that. I think now may be the appropriate time to do so. Give her the old 2-belt treatment. The old 1-2 bench. The bench belt. I don't know why I said bench. I guess I combined punch and belt. That's probably what it was. Because we literally have several belts going down. They just can't go through enough. Look at how sad our coal looks. Really gotta fix that too, but I don't want to fix it because that seems like a pain in the butt. Unlike this, which is much easier. Unbench the Kench. Tomo Kenshu! Oh my god, the iron is so ultra conked. Wonder why it's so bad and why I never noticed it before. Whoops. It is interesting that adding a second belt does seem to help quite a bit. Like an incredible amount. Like maybe that's like super obvious though. Either way, that seemed to fix that problem too. Great, so let's go deal with the coal mine. We do need to set that up today, or we should set that up today because our coal's been getting scrunk and bunked. I think we settled on the one that was down here, the 2.1 mil. While smaller, I think that this is like totally viable. We don't have any bots in that part of the world, do we? No, I mean, we kind of do, actually. I think we'll try to set this up from a distance, maybe. Because I've been wanting to expand out our Roboport coverage regardless. This looks like a nice spot because we can just tap into nearby stuff. As long as that line connects, that golden line, we can get a power pole nearby. The bots are so quick now, it's pretty convenient to do. Actually, I don't know, are the rails inside of... No, the rails are definitely in requester chest, yeah, because our coal... There's enough of it to think about it, but it's like, we would be fine. Also, oh my god, they expanded so close to our walls. Like, I cleared out everything near the walls, but look where they are now. Stop reproducing. Cease your efforts. Did they go place down that other one yet? They did. How quick of them. It's tough to see how far I can make them because we're kind of cheating with the power poles that are already there. So I'm trying to wait for them to actually like place them. Although look how quick they are. Oh no, you're just trying to destroy trees. I see. You have the RoboPort. I should replace like the radars with RoboPorts. I should really just put RoboPorts everywhere along this line. Though there's not much of a reason to do it. Having coverage is nice. Well, that worries me that our copper mine is starting to lack. Oh, interesting. Our copper mine just got coverage now. I didn't realize they weren't in it before, so now it's in range for them to place stuff. Convenient timing since I just noticed that those were out of materials. I've never done this like fast splitter setup for loading boxes, but it's actually kind of genius. Like clearly it favors the middle the most, but it works pretty well for what I needed to do. Still have green boys on it? Oh, that's a good point. I could upgrade them with you mean the bulk inserters or whatever called stack inserters? Wait, this song is so good. I didn't see that. What song is so good? Surely not this one, because I don't... I mean, it might be this one, but... I do need to upgrade those. That's a good point. Although, if you like this song, big props to you. I would just be surprised. Oh, the Final Fantasy XIV song before? The Imdapor one? What do you want to do for setting up miners here? Did you set up the bot already? Yeah, you did. I'm dumb. Okay, I'm gonna just copy paste this from here on because it should work fine now. Now the entire mine is inside of RoboPort range. I can set up whatever I want here. We also have Volcanus discovered. Hooray on that one. Volcanus should be fun. What else can we get that would be useful for us? Any sort of bot upgrades? Destroyers are probably not the most useful for us at this exact moment. Mining productivity 3 is not a terrible idea. Let's go for that. It's a bit expensive though. Void Train just released 1.0. I want to say very candidly that I want to be excited about Void Train. I do, because I love the concept. Like, big Star Rail fan and stuff, I like the idea of pretty much everything to do with Void Train. I have not read many positive things about it. And that's not to say I'm not willing to try it and stuff, but and I'm willing to give it a go, but I certainly have not heard very positive things, which is a shame. Perhaps it is better than I expect it to be, but I have not heard great stuff, unfortunately. Which is not to say that you shouldn't try it or anything. I would be super down to try it. I hope the things I heard are wrong, I guess. Reviews say otherwise, as in the 1.0 is good? Because if so, that's heckin' awesome, and I'm super excited to hear that. Devs had to push art with AI to finish it. So the reviews say it's bad then. I assume, because the general, like, I think generally if you put 10 people in a room and say, how do you feel about AI art, 10 out of 10 will say AI art bad. Does this cover everything? I feel like the answer is no. I'll let them set it up and I'll check. Yeah, bad, not good. Okay, that's kind of what I expected. Yeah, I heard nothing good about it at all. That doesn't surprise me that that's like the general consensus. It is a disappointment, of course, because you'd rather see something that you're potentially excited about be good. I think I have one of the more like lax opinions on AI related things out of all the people in existence. So I'm probably one of the people that can like more so look past that kind of thing, but if it's just like I'm pushing to like get out the game to have it out and be done rather than like here's passion, I don't know. I haven't seen it, I don't know the situation. No, that should be everything covered, actually. Shouldn't even need that one, technically. Everything should have power here. Where are we going to put the train stop is the question. The mine itself is set up, which is great. The bots are all migrating down. We could put it off of this train stop here. That's probably a good idea. Maybe put it to the left. That pull's a little bit annoying. I'm gonna cut it and then move it to the side, and it's totally gonna be like super load bearing and everything's gonna turn off. 7.4 is coming out soon for 14. I wonder if it's gonna be better with the patches. I actually liked several parts of Dawn Trail, and like I enjoyed Dawn Trail post, like the Dawn Trail is fine. It wasn't as good as the previous expansion, but I didn't expect it to be. I certainly think it could have been better, which is a not spicy take. I think that the story rating was not the best it's been. Like, what can you do? I don't think I have Roboport coverage there now that I'm getting a little yunky splinky with it. Yeah, it's slightly out of range. That's why they're not doing what I want. I don't know. 14's weird. They keep making decisions that I don't want to say pander. No, I do want to say pander. They keep making decisions that pander towards a dramatically more casual way of playing, which is fine. But it ends up with the consequence being that the actual like depth of the game suffers from it. Classes are very samey, very simple and stuff. Having to like level multiple jobs used to be a requirement, and now it's like barely a suggestion, if you can even call it that. Crafting used to have these complex like rotations and stuff, different strategies. Now it's just all simple. Uh-oh. They're starting to attack us. I should put down some laser turrets and stuff there. Did I ever set up laser turrets? I probably didn't. Slapping a few of those around the walls would be a very, very good idea to help out. Oh my god, they almost got a pipe. Why are they so vicious suddenly? They're like, you're going to space, huh? Nope. Hey, how's that train stop looking? think the plan is going to be just to copy this train stop, basically. I mean, I guess not, because we're going to just do it here. Nothing should come down here. I'm trying to think about my signals and stuff. Nothing should come down here at all, except for the coal train, so it should be fine to not have a bypass, as the bypass would be up here. So it'll be fine. We don't got to sweat it. I'd say it's probably enough space for the train stop. I'll give it a little bit more, though. I'm generous. Merciful. Gotta get more roboports down here too. Just having like robot coverage is so necessary, and charging points aren't terrible to have either. I didn't realize there's water there. That's also a little bit inconvenient. Not the end of the world, but a little bit inconvenient. That pipe is also a little bit inconvenient. Seems to be the name of the game today. I don't really feel like moving that whole pipe though. I mean, actually it won't be bad to move that pipe. Assuming that this is in Roboport range, which I think it... Maybe it doesn't have to be, but I think it is, right? If not, I need to get Roboport range up there. It's totally not in Roboport range. But it will be now. I really need them to place this pole, like, really badly. I don't know why this hasn't happened yet. But this pole is, like, super urgent and directly in range. Surely we have a big electric pole somewhere. I mean, I was gonna say I can go press it myself, replace it myself, but I don't think that'll be a good idea. There's an iron mine here too that we could tap into. I'm kind of ripping through it while doing this though. You know what? Let's bring this upwards sooner. Actually, wait, that doesn't fix my problem at all. Let's just leave this as is. I'll just suck it up with my design. Any way that doesn't destroy a Pepe is the goal right now. Making it look nice would be a nice bonus. Good enough. Are you finally placing the pole? Is this like out of network? No, there's no way it's out of network. Why aren't they doing this specifically? It is out of network. Because the pole, I thought they just had to be adjacent to each other. Because they clearly could reach everything based off this network, but this isn't a part of it. Alright, I figured it out, I guess. I was under the impression that even if they had no power, they counted for the grid. I guess they don't. Wow, it's really impressive how quickly they put together the line and stuff. That means this needs to be brought up as well. I will not underestimate the power of giving them power. I don't think we have train stops automated, so let me make one of those really quick and just throw it into a box. That's in my inventory somewhere. I could totally see it. So obvious. There it is. Alright, so we will put down a train stop. That should be fine there. Mining productivity 3 is done. Get some braking force in the meantime. Improve our trainology. Trainosity. Trash those so they'll be in the logistics system, and then we can set up stuff from afar. It's kind of nice being able to do this from a distance. Okay, now they can charge here. So hopefully they'll set up this without any trouble now. Perfect. How's our uranium looking, by the way? Last time I saw we needed like 50 of these and we had 1. We're up to 5, okay. Luckily it'll chunk through uranium 238 once we do it. Oh, you know what we should do too, though? We should make sure... I didn't actually set up the process properly thinking about this. I need some sort of loop to, like, put it back in. I guess I don't have any way to pull out of this at all right now, so that's no big deal. Braking Force 3 is really quick. I guess we'll just keep sending it on those for now. I believe those just make it so your trains are gooder. And do gooder things. We have our train stop down now. We did automate these as well. This is so weird. I've never done this before for a train. Man, substations are so nice too. It's a shame that I can't just have one cover the whole thing though. I don't think I have steel boxes automated, ironically. Actually, I should totally have them automated, but I don't know if I have them go into a box at all. I guess I could just use like the fancier chests. Where were those that I made? Steel chest. You know what we're gonna do is we're going to set up a chest for those as well. And that should just fill on its own naturally. What did these stack do? 10? 50? Even better. Which means we now have stacks of all the other chest types sitting around too. Currently I have 100 of everything but the red and yellow ones, so I'll scale those up to 100 each as well. So now the bots can put down those chests for me. I guess we'll do some more stacky boys. Some expressy boys. Guess I could just copy this over at that point. This is so cool. I've never really had the luxury of doing this before. Alright, we're going to have this one I guess we'll have this cut across, but we'll do it with undergrounds. Perfect. Thinking there's no chance we'll need anything but these blue belts. These should be totally sufficient. If not, I'd be quite surprised. That should be the train set up. I guess I could also, I mean, I need to actually put down the train itself. I could also do this to get a little extra on the belt as well. Man, this game gets convenient once you get quick bots. Holy moly. We'll just keep doing some more Breaking Force 5. We're researching it pretty quick. How's our science looking? Anything struggling? Looks like a firm yes on blue science. Didn't I upgrade blue science? I must have forgot to. Or is it just missing something? Engine units. We are missing engine units because they're produced too slow because we are running out of pipes, so they're not getting produced quick enough. Banger alert. Banger alert. Really, where I'm getting all my pipes from for this? I have a single pipe maker with a red inserter. Now, how in the heck did that happen? Why do I use a red inserter there? I keep calling them stack inserters, but they're certainly not. That should improve it. Wait, are we out of speed modules? Did I turn them off forever ago? Is that what happened? No, we're just eating through them pretty quick. It makes sense. That's gonna be really tough to fix without, like, setting up a whole new thing. Honestly, it's actually doing pretty good just from upgrading it to a better crafter and giving it a better inserter. Although I'd like to upgrade these as well, which might cause the consumption to be kind of bad. I can't believe a single pipe maker has been... How many pipes have you made? Only 200? Something's not right. Oh, because I just upgraded you. You've made 200 since I upgraded you. Holy... I guess I could put some productivity modules in these. It'll slow them down a little bit, but while we're hurting on speed modules, it'll help us in the long run, I think. Plus, it looks pretty cool. I gotta go make the trains. I keep forgetting that. Finishing setting up, that's gonna be a good idea. We do have quality 2s. Another trees. We also have ice melting. Ah, right, because we can actually make a ship that flies rather than just a station. How do we make the trains? We just need to grab some steel, it looks like. We'll make a locomotive and we'll make 3 cargo wagons. In addition to that, we also need to make another train stop. I think what I'll do is not die to a train, ideally. Not a lot of Roboport coverage here, surprisingly. Saw a train and immediately, like, knee-jerked. This area has the highest KDA on me by, like, a lot. So I like this design. Actually, you know what I'll do even better? We're going to copy this, we're going to put it down here, and we're going to edit it a little bit. There's a lot of stuff here we don't want. Honestly, those aren't that bad. Never mind, put those back, I changed my mind. The issue with these train stops is that they will be the wrong train stops when we slam them down. I think we get rid of the belt part. Get rid of the PPAs. I think otherwise these are pretty similar. They're not identical, but they're pretty similar. But it gives us the right spacing for everything. Or at least similar spacing. Alright, look. So now, while this isn't perfect, this lets us line it up and have another stack right here. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to really quickly get rid of a few of these weird things. But it lets us layer our train stop really efficiently. I have to move that Roboport, which is sort of my bad, but I also did nothing wrong. So is it really my bad? That's actually sick. I'm like... Wait, what? The stone outputs straight to belts? How long has this been a thing? Disturbing. I don't know. I mean, it must have been a thing forever, but I'm straight up perturbed by this. And it will be fixed. The trains are heckin' human into station now. Holy cow, the odds of me dying are way higher. The heck was I thinking? I should probably put these with bulks. I don't know if bulk unloading is necessary though. That's better. I should probably do an upgrade planner. You know what? Let me take my current upgrade planner and we'll add bulks to it as well. Oops. Those will be bulk inserters now. Those will be bulk. Those will be bulk. I know I'm also changing some of the, whatever that gets called. The belts, but it's no big deal. I think I may need to move my docking station a bit to the east as well at one point, which isn't that big of a deal. But it's a little bit annoying, but certainly with how things are now, it's going to be a lot tougher to set up than I would have liked. Thankfully that fits. Oh man, we're getting attacked constantly now. I think we need to set up laser turrets pretty soon. This will be coal drop off. This one will have no name for now. I'll name this one Doofiness for no reason. Why does it spell like that? Which one did you name after Silver? This one for now. I'm glad that you picked up on that. Why are these? Oh, they're lacking modules. Are we not making efficient modules? Oh, wait. Are those modules being used for what I think they're? I see. Okay, they're being eaten up for this. That's why it's not getting those right away. That's fine. I am certainly not making efficiency modules because this has an efficiency module in its hand. I don't know how the heck that happened, but whatever, we cleaned it up. Breaking Force 5. Might as well grab elevated rails while we're at it. Honestly, elevated rails might solve a lot of our problems too. It's pretty inexpensive to make. It also came with its rail signals, which is a nice bonus. We need to change those so that the fuel will go downwards. We will upgrade planner those so they can offload quicker as well. The important thing is that it gets done, even if it takes a little bit. Right, let's deconstructor planner this because this is wrong. What? What? Oh no, you didn't. At least it's not a lot of copper, but that is a little bit annoying. It's totally solvable, but it is a little bit annoying. I think it's easier just to toss it all in the trash. I gotta be very careful when copying train stops because that is a very real possibility that they suddenly start delivering the wrong stuff. Hope I didn't do that anywhere else. I'm gonna check all of my train stops after this. I'm sure you'll go too far away. This one won't matter. Yeah, okay. Am I slightly out of bot range so they can reach me here? Cool beans. That is super unfortunate that that happened. I mean, glad I caught it, because that could have been a lot worse than it was. Honestly, I should just start like... Oh my god. It's so much worse than I thought it would be. What in God's name happened? Oh no. I think we could still nip it in the bud before it gets bad. I'm gonna assume none of it made it downstream. What the heck is going on? How do I purge these belts? I didn't realize the stone broke through the perimeter. This was the stone one. I thought this was the... This is the copper one. What? How did they get reversed? How did the stone get up here? I'm really confused. This is still the copper drop-off, so why did stone come here? Like, I can understand this one, because this one was temporarily the copper drop-off. Why in goodness' name is there stone on my copper belts, then? I think we're having copper for dinner tonight, unfortunately. I have no idea why this happened. Is it because the stone train has like weird rules now? What the heck caused the stone train to do that? No, 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 no. Go, 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 drive forward, drive manually. Go, 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 boom, boom. Drive. Stop. Why do you have stone mine as your stop? What happened? For copper drop off? That is so weird. I don't know what caused that. I guess it's because I copy pasted them? What do you mean two have stone drop off as their thing? Are all of my trains just like broken now? Iron, okay. Uranium iron. Why did this happen? Stop. No, cease. What the heck happened? This is unbelievable. What? Does that mean the iron is dropping off of my uranium or something? Why are you doing this? Why did they all get random stops? Stop. Abort. Everyone, no more train stops. You're all going home. No stop. No stop. None of you have stops anymore. You have uranium mine twice now. That's what I accomplished. Oh my god. Let me guess, you're going somewhere stupid? You're iron mine 2 and you're fine. What in God's name? Iron mine 2. Copper mine. You two are fine. What the heck happened? Alright, you just chill there. What would have caused that? It must have been something to do with the train stops, but I really can't figure out what I did. Holy cow, what a crazy turn of events. YouTube? Yeah, I was in fact listening to that. Thank you for asking. What the heck? Okay, at least it's not that bad. No. You don't need an empty cargo inventory. You've already done enough. Leave. My goodness. What? Oh, it has to be because I was copy pasting that thing. I just don't have any idea why it would have happened. I mean, I do have an idea, I guess, but I'm just so befuddled by this. This is like catastrophic. And now it train's out of fuel. And now the stone train did not successfully fuel up. And is out of fuel. Why is it out of fuel? I have no idea why that would be out of fuel. Because it went to go drop off its stone at the wrong place, I guess. Yeah. Oh my god. I feel like I need to like step away for a minute. I'm like overwhelmed right now. This was crazy. What the heck? I don't think I've ever felt overwhelmed by Factorio before now. Absolutely wild. Alright, well we gotta get some fuel out to our boy. This is the copper drop off, right? This should go, or wait, no, this is coal. No, this is stone? What is this? Is this Patrick? This is Patrick. Okay, this is Patrick. So this is the stone drop off. This is the proper place to put your stone. Now there's only stone on the belts. The proper place to put copper has stone, but we know why it has stone because we saw it be delivered. We need to rectify. Oh my god, there's so much stone on that belt. I guess it's not that much. All right, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get a little clever here. I'm gonna put requester chest here. I'm gonna have this requester chest just request infinite stone. I guess maybe not infinite, but we'll request like 350 stone. And then we're going to have these chests. We're just gonna pick up all of the stone off here, and then we're gonna just throw it in that chest, and then it'll make its way over there. Also, any of the stone that we may have put into chests earlier on will be automatically grabbed out. Honestly, it's probably not a bad idea to put like a requester on each line requesting that specific ore. There's solid fuel on the belt. Because of where I put the train. But because of where I put the train, one of the inserters was pulling the fuel off of the train. Unbelievable. I don't know if it could have gotten much worse than I... There's the fuel. There's the mystery. That's why it ran out of fuel. Oh my god. This is incredible. Alright, I think we've mostly fixed everything. I need to just take all this copper and like... Oh no. These stupid things have one stone in them, so I have to take out one stone. Only some of them do, even better. I have to check every single one of these. I guess it's only the ones with stone as a recipe. Oh my god, there's still stone up here. I can't believe this. I think I just have to drain the copper on every single line to be sure there's no stone. Yeah, because there's stone hidden underneath belts now. What happened? Everything was like decent. Now we're having the great train catastrophe of O2. Is there? Did there get more stone? Is there more stone that was given? Huh? Coal mine, copper drop off, or copper mine, copper drop off. Boom. Okay, iron mine, iron drop off. Great. Stone mine, nothing else. Awesome. Iron mine, nothing else. Awesome. Isn't there one more train? Uranium mine, nothing. How is there more stone in there? Did I just not get to it before? Is that what happened? There's a lot of extra stone in here, I feel. Why are you even not fulfilling this? Or did you already fulfill it all? I see, you fulfilled it all. I'm gonna go with inf. Can I type in inf? Okay. It's because the inserters were still holding some, or at least I think that's part of my issue. Oh my god. Maybe I was accidentally putting it back in or something when I was stressed out too. You literally aren't pulling from here. You're getting stone from something else, which really puts the fear in me. Alright, so this only has copper in it now. I'm gonna just manually do this because I am just a bot at my core. I'm nothing but a worker bot. What a travesty. I'm going back to bed. Okay. So we need to go refuel our boy that got stranded. This is the... I'm gonna just read all my train stops. This is stone drop-off. Can I see them by like selecting a train? That's a thing, right? Okay, stone drop-off. That's called stone drop-off. So we don't want that to be stone drop-off. We want that to be copper drop-off. Or coal drop-off. Which I thought I had made, but I guess I didn't. We'll make coal drop-off. Boom. Save. Okay, so this is coal drop-off. This will drop off the coal. Or maybe this is coal drop-off? This is doofiness. Great. Doofiness. I bet you it was when I was placing... No, because the train stops are fine. I really don't know what went wrong. You fixed it? I don't think I fixed it. I hope I fixed it, but I don't feel like I fixed it. I feel like everything is awful. Perhaps I'm being a little bit dramatic.
From the open shore I have learned to fly, soaring past the great divide. Voices that surface seem to call.
Are you 100% that's cool? This one? It says coal drop-off. This doesn't go anywhere yet, so it has the luxury of being whatever it wants to be. But yes, I am certain that this one's called coal drop-off. I cannot believe all of that happened. Genuinely distraught, RN. Alright, so... Locomotive. Your schedule is going to be... I don't even have coal mine set up yet. Coal mine. Great. You sure 100% coal look like stone? I got a clip out of it. What looks like stone? Wait, how is this not full? I guess it just doesn't mine that quick. And I'm glad you got a good clip out of it. I am so like... I'm turnt right now. There is stuff I wanted to do that didn't involve everything falling apart forever and always. Let's get to listen to Argenti's theme. I will confess I'm an Argenti fan. You know what? Just deconstruct it. I don't want any of this here. I don't need friends. They disappoint me. Shout out to that lady. I hope she's doing good. And while she doesn't need friends, I hope she has some anyways. Alright, so we need this to go... basically up to here where the coal is, which is not too difficult to accomplish, wouldn't you know it? I'm going to turn the stone back on, I think. Because our base has been a little bit starved for a little bit in it. The uranium is on, so it should be fine. I'm going to reconnect the copper now. The iron's connected. Oh man, our base is going to look so bad because of all this stuff. I don't even want to look at the rest of the base. The belts must be just absolutely conked. That's very fascinating that this seems to be fine to go through. You know, thinking about it critically, there's legally no, like... Assuming that this stop gets filled, there's no way for trains to really go through if the stops are all filled up. Surprised that never bumped into being an issue. I guess it just is fine because they can just sit in the queue. Either way, let's go get the trains running again. Because holy cow. That was a mess. What are you? You're copper mine going to copper mine and then copper drop off with fuel or full and empty cargo. Perfect. What are you? Iron mine full empty. Perfect. What are you? Stone mine. Stone drop off full empty. You can have some fuel as well. So you're all working again. You stopped at the stone mine. Stone mine, stone drop off. Iron mine 2, iron drop off. Perfect. Copper mine, copper drop off. Iron mine 1, full cargo. Nice job, buddy. You can go to iron drop off till you have an empty cargo. You're going to go. Stop is inaccessible from current position. I hate that. However, I'll set you up anyways with the expectation that I can fix whatever's wrong with that. We'll do full cargo, then copper drop off, or coal drop off, excuse me, full cargo. Wow. Oh, I know why it's inaccessible actually. I'm gonna drive it remotely, back it up 2 feet, and then suddenly it works, right? No? No, 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 no. Stop. Stop what you're doing. Thought that was the solution. It was not. I understand. Oh, it's annoying. At least that one's not like incomprehensibly bad, but it is annoying. So why is that an inaccessible stop exactly? I'm confused. It looks to be perfectly accessible. So, oh, nope, figured it out. Now it's suddenly going to be accessible as soon as they put down a single track there. Which means we have to go back and quickly fix that. Oh my god, I can't believe that went down the way it did. Them hitting those pipes is really annoying. Of course we start getting biter issues when I'm like, we should set up something to deal with those biter issues, and then immediately, like, everything goes wrong. Green science is apparently getting eaten pretty quickly, too. Oh, right, because we just haven't been able to make any more because we don't have any iron going through the base. Wait, what? Oh, no, it's because we don't have any copper going through the base. Oh my god, I saw some stone in there. You sneaky, I got you, though. No, I didn't. There's more. Oh my god, I'm gonna have such trust issues now. At the end of my belt are gonna be something so scuffed. I think that was the most catastrophic because the stone started getting smelted. Anything suspicious get on the stone belt? Guess we can go to the end of it and check. Nope, doesn't look like it. Hey, we're up to 7 uranium though. Alright, let me grab fuel out of here. Please stop. You're so helpful, but stop. Now you can do your route. Perfect. Excellent. So now we have coal coming in the base. What did it cost? Like Like an hour of time when it should have taken 10 minutes. And now I look and our coal is doing fine because everything else turned off, but that's not actually like a real indication of how the coal's doing. There's still more fuel on the belt, but that's okay. We'll just rip it up here. We do have to be a little bit careful as to not get crush mud. As fun as it is to get crush mud, we're not planning on doing that today. Those trains are getting quick too with braking force. Holy cow. Talking about getting crush mud and then that bad boy comes out of nowhere. No. Oh, I can make it go further though, which is fine. Yeah, the coal needs to go like right here. I'm gonna just compress the coal now, I think. We can decompress it later if we need to. I don't really want to encroach too hard on this location anymore. There we go. So we plugged the coal into the system. What is happening? How? This is not iron drop off. This is uranium. There's no uranium drop off anymore. It got eaten. How? I literally looked at all these. Iron drop off, copper drop, stone drop. Why is this one the way it is? Go to the mine, you jerk. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm lashing out at you, but I don't know how that one got so scuffed. You know what? I'm filling up your cargo, buddy, and there's nothing you can do about it either. You're just gonna have to sit there having a full cargo. Me after going to Olive Garden? Oh man, I love Olive Garden. They should add Olive Garden to my house as like a DLC update. Alright. At least we caught it, but man, this keeps rearing its ugly head over and 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 over again, but I think we're probably good. I keep saying that and then we're not good. I thought I checked all the stops. How did I miss that one? Brutal. There's really no place to put any of this in. There we go. We made it work. Alright, I'm gonna double triple check. Iron drop off, check. Copper drop off, check. Stone drop off, check. Uranium drop off, check. Doopiness, check. Coal drop off, check. Iron mine, uranium mine, coal mine, copper mine, iron mine 2, stone mine. I think that's finally the last part of it. You can't make it to coal drop off? Why not? Oh my god, the coal drop off is also slightly to the side. That's really awkward. Oh wait, how is that possible that it's slightly to the side? Didn't I drag it directly down from here? What the heck is going on? Oh my god, please, I just want these. Alright, line these up. So the station is off, I guess? No. This is... What? Am I feel like I'm losing my mind. No, these are lined up. Then what? Why can't you make it? Also a banger? You're absolutely correct about that. What is wrong with my train stop? Is it that thing that's in the way? Shouldn't be. I literally copied this. Oh wait, did I? Why is that there? How is this different? I heckin' copied the living heck out of this. So is this isn't slightly off, but I just moused over and it was off, I thought. Oh, I'm so lost. I'm done. GG. Maybe it's an issue. Hold on. Let's just drive it a little bit. If I drive you, you have no idea what to do. Can I make it back on my own? I guess that's a good question. Well, I figured out your problem. I think you had a very genuine issue. What in goodness' name is this? I had to drive you backwards a little bit. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I see the problem. Wow, me and trains are not having a good relationship today. At least this is easy enough to fix. Do you actually connect, or do you just say you connect? Because if you actually connect, we're cool, and if you don't actually connect, I got some complaints. I also never set up the things for here, so I should do that. Or wait, no, I want to have one here? Yeah, that should be fine. And then put it a good bit back for the other one. Then I'll put a signal here. And a chain signal back here, I guess. I don't think that chain signal is even necessary. That might actually just break stuff, but it should be fine. That way you can read if something's through here. Alright, automatic. You can now find your stop. What a time to be alive. It's almost beautiful to see. Let me see, has any of the other things broken? Not for a little while at least, that's nice. And the coal goes into the base, and then it coalesces back into itself. And now the coal that was once struggling, now be bountiful. Apparently this is not connected to a thingy, so I will connect that to a thingy. Wow, that was a lot to take in, actually. That was an ordeal, and calling it an ordeal is like putting it lightly. But I think it's finally good, which is nice. I think I'm going to work on laser damage and laser shooting speed, because I do think the next plan is going to be, now that the factory is successfully running again, albeit now catching up at the demand that was created by the lack of things we had going on before. I think I'm going to set up the laser turrets and start interspersing those around the walls as well. So it looks like it's batteries, steel plates, and electronic circuits. And wouldn't you know it to be true that basically all of that is right here. Except the batteries, I guess. I thought we had batteries up here, do we not? We have batteries down there. Oh, the batteries do come up right here. So batteries, steel plates, electronic circuits. Seems like a match made in wherever the heck we are currently. Novice, I believe, is the correct answer to that. I'm going to just set up a jerry-rigged one here. Quick and dirty. Laser turret. Guess I can make you a bulk master. I don't have a request for bulk masters. Should probably change that. Then we need batteries as well. What's a good way to get batteries over here? Probably from this area. If I were to take a guess at it. Man, it'd be really spaghetti to pull it off of there. I think it's going to be easier to just not do it that way. Instead doing this. Then splitting off. Actually, splitting off is going to be worse because we're going to mess up everything we do that. We just need to have an inserter grab them off. Use a filter. We'll do batch freeze. Take that one out of its hand. You don't think that this is the exact perfect distance. Oh my god. Haters will say it's fake. Believers will say, what the heck happened with the train earlier? To which I say, none of your business, buddy. Get back in line. Alright, so now we have laser turrets being created. I think I'll make enough so that we can store 4 in there in case we get some uncommon or rare ones. That way we'll still have 100 to go. Whoops, sorry for punching the living heck out of my microphone there. So now, at hotter points, we can just request a few laser turrets to get kind of hot dropped there. But what we'll do is we'll drop down like this specifically here and this here. Like these are pretty hot areas. We'll set up substations there. And the substation there, and then we'll call for a few turrets to be placed there when there's time. To help defend the wall. What's their range like? I should have clicked it and seen. There we go. Can you not see their range? Oh, you can. It's just tough to see with all the circles. I think we'll just do 4 of them for now. Hopefully that'll help on the hotter areas. So we'll just do some laser researches. Our grid can absolutely support them. There's no reason to not kind of intersperse them. I say that, but how's our power doing? Holy guacamole, we're up to 300 megawatts? What the heck? Damn. What interests me more is that we've been using steam turbines for almost 20 hours for our power. The steam engines were so long ago. We've almost played longer with steam turbines than steam engines. Actually, we definitely have. That's crazy. What a fun playthrough. I almost feel like we should have a second power plant. Maybe I'll set one of those up soon. Thankfully, this design is very blueprintable. I should just be able to copy the whole thing, smack it right here, and have the same exact effect. Just get the 2 lines of cables over to it. Not cables, excuse me. Belts. Well, we have some laser boyos now. Working on laser weapon damage 3. It looks like the factory is kind of getting back to normal. The issue is that when everything was cut off for a while, it takes a long time for this part to get set up especially. But it looks like the copper plates themselves are doing fine, which means these will catch up in time. When we're making science too, there's a bigger demand on basically everything. Blue Science was able to catch up and do fine. It just took them a little while to get back on track because they had nothing for a while. You should design a compact one so you can get one for warping. A compact what? A compact nuclear reactor? I mean, this design can certainly become more compact than it is. I just thought this design was cool because it kind of looks like a Pokeball or something on the map. This works at perfect capacity as well. I never got these working like I wanted to, I think. Or maybe I did get them working. Maybe this does work. This is gonna be real awkward if it doesn't work though. I just didn't set up the enable disable for some reason. Because I have it so that this thing reads the contents of these two, and if their contents drop under 600k, or 6,000, no, not 6,000. If each one is 600 Celsius or lower, then it starts to feed them again. Because it should read that, see, okay, this is greater than or less than 1200, therefore I output 1, right? And therefore, it's enabled when this equals to 1. Hopefully. Nuclear plant. I mean, yeah, I could certainly do that. I mean, even with like this is just kind of a luxury. I could have easily taken these and slapped them right here. Yeah, because it would have only taken this little chunk here. So nothing else, I could shave off these eds really easily. And I could also bring these in more. You know what we should do is flammables as well. Certainly, because our flamethrowers are doing much of our damage right now. We want to prepare as much as we can because the next major step for us is going to Volcanus. So may as well get this place well defended because once we leave, it's kind of got to survive somewhat on its own. Though we do have the luxury of robotics and everything set up so that we can do things from afar. See, there we go. The green circuits are now going back. This massive build of circuits is... I know it's really simple because it's just layering and stuff, but I'm actually quite proud of it. Probably more than I should be. No, it's not easy to do. I guess it was more trial and error than like a difficulty thing. The coal gets a little weird looking here. So for my own sanity of looking at the belt, I'm going to slap these down. Is the coal mine just really slow? Where next the coal train? Oh. What? I have full cargo inventory. Man. Alright, well at least we fixed that. We've had some heckin' train issues today, to put it lightly. We also have a really good view of our entire train line now. I feel like there's a good chunk of it we couldn't see, but with all these roboports around, we've got really nice vision. I think I'll extend out the roboports a little bit more while we're doing this. Just so we can see a little bit further. Oh yeah, no, the coal mine fills extremely fast. Speaking of, let's do the upgrade planner for the bulk inserters on the other mines as well. Since I believe they're all in range of roboports now? Yeah, they do appear to be. Which is nice. You as well. This is so nice. No one told me robots were so cool, but they are quite cool. This one's already set up. I think we did this one too. We did not, so we will set up this one as well. And the boss will just get to it eventually. And this should be the final one. Yeah, okay, we're good. So those will slowly fill those out, which will be a nice treat. Have the turrets gotten any kills? I didn't notice any red pop-ups. Nope, none yet. Which means the attacks aren't that rampant, which is nice. Wonder what our evolutions factor is like that. Is it like / evolution or something? I don't remember. What is the evolution factor cap at? Is it 1? Let me see. Yeah, it does cap at 1. Because we're making a good chunk of pollution, but that's just necessary. Alright, well that was a nice little upgrade. We do have a Doofiness train stop. I don't know what we're going to use that for yet. I could have a second iron drop off perhaps with it and just have the Doofiness one do another iron. That's actually a pretty good idea. If we need more iron, making a whole second iron stack in between the steel, because I can have that easily feed right into the steel as well to help out the this iron that's feeding into the steel. Although if any of the iron goes up on this top belt here, that just means that we have enough throughput where extra iron can be put towards the steel, which is a nice boon. We're doing fine right now. But maybe I'll have Doofiness be a second iron drop off so we can process more. I never hooked the uranium back in, which is more than a little sad. Getting through the flammables as well. We can go all the way up to 6 because of the space science we have. I don't see a reason not to. Once we get behemoth biters and stuff like that and behemoth spitters, it's going to be a real problem. May as well get ahead of him. Can you beacon labs? You can probably beacon labs. Would a beacon in the middle of the labs buff all the labs? Would that be more efficient? No, it doesn't even get close. Although, I wonder if it'd be more efficient to remove these 4 for beacons? Because you can beacon labs, I assume. That does kind of interest me to try. Surely buffing 8 labs at the cost of 1 is a boon for us. The only issue, obviously, is our distribution system gets a little jank. It should still distribute just fine. I have beacons on me, right? Why not? I don't. I do. That has a lot of emotion. Oh, it's a shame. I could almost fit 2 of them in here, too. Tried to prevent the science from doing that again. There's an inserter missing there. Get in there. Yeah, what a flawed design. Whoever made this is a big bozo. Because we're doubling up on some of the ones in the middle too. Beacons only stack once. So this one's not getting super juiced? No, this one's getting super juiced. This one has beacon times 4. So obviously, like, that has diminishing returns. So this is 5.25 speed. This is 6.13 and this is 7.35. So this one's like ultra juiced, but it obviously has the diminishing returns. Now, what is a lab on its own? A lab on its own is 3.5. So I sacrificed 3.5 for each of these. Oh yeah, that's definitely worth it. That is like dramatically worth it. In fact, we can probably see it in the grid. Yeah, because we dropped down a little bit where I removed them, but then as soon as I geared them up, the science jumped dramatically. We could probably even introduce more beacons to buff the outside ones more. I don't think it's really worth it. I think that this is more than sufficient. This is certainly going to increase the power output, but really simple fix to bring us from like a comfortable, what is it, like 85 we were doing before up to 122. It's like a 50% increase. My concern is that the throughput of the sciences may be negatively impacted by it, but it looks just fine. There's no issues. Cool. I like the design a lot. I'm surprised we didn't cap out on this science yet. We're getting really close. How's Miko's Milk Factory doing? I really am happy with this design too. I know I keep glazing myself, but like, this is such a self-sufficient design that has like no leftovers or anything. Like, it deals with the fact that there's way less ice super conveniently and intelligently. I really am just glazing myself, I'm sorry. I just can't help it. Alright, Refined Flammables 5 is almost done. I think we have 6 in the queue afterwards. We do, in fact. Should only be a few minutes for 6 as well, though, with how fast our science is going. Oh my god, I can't believe... If I had known that uranium processing or whatever took so much, I would have prepared. Their Kovarex enrichment. 41! I guess it's 40. How do I set this up efficiently? So let's think for a moment. We want some going through to make the fuel cells. But we want most of it going back in. I guess once you start, you'll produce a lot extra. Yeah, I think that'll be the case. Once we start, we'll have an excess of them. That's a little bit of a confusing process, though, but it will help get through these massive stacks of 235. Or 238, excuse me, we're just sitting in there. I'm trying to keep an eye on this and not waste fuel cells and see if it will turn on its own with the wiring. I hope it will, but I don't know if it will. It's still at max heat, so I guess I could take 2 fuel cells out. I'll do that. May as well. I really wish I could turn these stupid fuel cells back into resources that we can use. I don't know how rapidly this will go down, but I want to keep an eye on it. I hope it plummets quickly too, and not like really slow. Let's see. That's quick enough. We can see what this is reading at least. It's reading it properly. So it's currently not outputting anything, so it should be totally fine. I should have figured it out. But also I need to check this. We'll check it back on it in a little bit, but I have to make sure that this functions, because if I don't, then it'll be a real problem later on. This still has 1 stone in it that I missed. This also has stone in it. How did I miss all these with 1 stone? I thought I looked at this and it looked good. Oh man, that train problem's gonna be haunting me for like sessions to come. That's crazy how detrimental that was. Maybe there was a little bit of stone left on the belt and I didn't see it, or in one of the boxes. I think that these are all good now. Nope, I missed another one. You know what we should probably do too is start using rocket fuel for the trains. I believe that makes them quite a bit faster. I don't know if it's something we can feasibly sustain right now, though. Rocket fuel is in high demand just because of the rocket. Looks like our fuel tanks are going up on everything, though, so maybe we can sustain it. Whoops, load-bearing power pole. all I'm going to do is take the solid fuel that we normally had going down to the trains, because I believe that's their only function now. I hope that's the only function. And we're going to just tap into the rocket fuel here and have that go down to the trains instead. And eventually they'll switch over to it. So obviously that'll take some time. I like that I have just like this singular offshore pump fueling the entire base. Surprises me there's no like downside to that. Maybe I'll add a couple just in case. Also, shouldn't offshore pumps need power? What gives? Hey, it got one of its speed modules finally. Oh, it looks like it's keeping up just fine now. Awesome. Nothing else. We've been presented with problems and we've fixed the problems. I think there's no reason to just not go as like defensively as we can while we're just kind of effectively idling in our base. I'm going to just focus on getting the lasers good to go. We're at a time of peace and not war. Blue Science is still a little bit behind. Oh my god, look at the jungle gym of like undergrounds and stuff here. Like this section is hard to look at. Alright, my Blue Sciences, what are you struggling with? You're just slow as dirt. You get an assembling machine 3. You get some speed modules. I didn't realize I had a bunch of speed modules on me. I would have just put them in the machine myself. Oh, you know, they're probably just filling my logistic before anything else, or my request, I should say. It crafts them so fast now. We're still doing okay on our power too, although we're really stressing it now. Why is the science dropping? Did we run out of something? We did. We ran out of military science. Because we ran out of grenades. Have we had like one grenade maker doing the entirety of like the base for a while? Is that what happened? I see the grenades. Where are you coming from? Oh, there's 2 of them here. I think we're going to change one of these into a grenade maker as well. Kind of a prime real estate spot, and the fact that we have 2 leads me to believe that this is probably a pretty good idea. The question is, how do I get on the side of the belt that I wanted to get on? The answer you're really not going to like. But it is kind of eloquent in a way. Hopefully 1 extra crafter and upgrading them all will be sufficient for more science. The issue is I can put speed modules on these, which might not be a bad idea, but if we're not making the grenades quick enough, it doesn't matter at all. I'm thinking we're not currently. Yeah, we need more grenades. What are these for? What is happening here? I have 2 belt makers. Alright, you're also getting changed into a grenade maker. I'm gonna operate under the expectation that a single belt maker is fine. Because these belts seem to be going into... Okay, yeah, it's just like splitters and like... This is like a primary thing for sure, but we don't need them that rapidly, I don't think. We have nice buffers of these kind of things now. Okay, the grenades are definitely backing up now. They might have been backing up before, but this is certainly an improvement. To rectify potential issues in the future here, I will just apply the band-aid of upgrade these assembling machines, basically. Hopefully the increased crafting speed will be sufficient. That is another demand on our iron, but I think that with this it'll like balance itself out. Because it's not a new demand on iron, but it is like more. But once this backs up, which will surely happen eventually, won't be an issue. Okay, yeah, it's definitely backing up. So we are getting attacked as well. Looks like we should do a few more of the defensive setups there. I'm going to just keep an eye on places. Like, I could set it up everywhere. The extension. I would like to get like ways to deal with those. I could go tank and blow those up too, but I don't know. Either way, our science is fixed, and that was the important thing. I'm thinking about the military side of things. Speaking of, are we upkeeping with military now? Is it starting to stockpile? No, not really. I guess military just didn't have the stockpile at all. We're using a lot of science now at the speed. How do I rectify that? I could just chill on science for a little bit and it would fix itself altogether. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me just call off all the science for a bit and let it just buffer a little bit. Spitters on the southern wall. Oh yeah, that is a new nest that showed up pretty close. If the lasers can take out the spitters before they can spit. So the issue with flamethrowers is that the flamethrowers take a little bit to like get their shot off, right? So if we could set it up so that the laser turrets can take out spitters before they start being jerks, that would be so unbelievably cash money. Which is my idea of putting these laser turrets down here. I don't know if they're going to successfully do that, but if they could, that would be real heckin' preem. Time to get artillery. Is that Gleba or Volcanus that artillery is from? Whoops, don't want to put that there. I would like artillery. If it's Volcanus, great. It is Volcanus. Well, that's where I'm planning on going, so that'll solve my problem. I just need the walls to be defensible enough where they don't fall when I'm gone. That's the real concern. Do you have repair backs automated? I do. That was one of my initial concerns. Thank you for checking, though. What was I going to do? Right, I was going to throw down a beacon, which is not a roboport, but it's kind of near one in the inventory. Wait, that does fit there? Alright, whatever. It doesn't matter. I thought it just didn't. Did I just grab a roboport instead of a beacon? I did, and it didn't fit. I'm dumb. Some say it's a gift, other people say it's a curse to be this dumb. I'm just eking in a beacon here just to, like, kind of speed up these. It's not going to hit all of them. Whoops. But since we are making an excess of grenades now, I figured there's no harm in this. Technically fit one more over here, so I think I'll do that as well. Oh, there is a Pipe in the way though, and I think that Pipe is at its maximum. Oh yeah, it certainly is. Never mind, we'll just do the one. Let me make sure I have those repair packs automated. Oh my god, they're a few feet away from us. Yes, I do. You know what I should actually do in the meantime, though, which I was meaning to do a while ago, is I wanted to have requester chests that I was going to layer around, and we're going to put... We'll put it right here to start. And then in that requester chest, we're just going to have a request for repair packs. Just 100 of them is fine. That way I can just, like, layer these requester chests alongside the walls around here. And hopefully the bots will just, like, grab them as necessary. That doesn't have fuel? I see. I understand why that doesn't have fuel. I had never noticed that that was an issue before. I don't have to go too crazy with these. I know I'm like interspersing them kind of randomly, but just having a little bit's a good idea, I feel. I was way too close to the wall for that one. Hoping by copying this chest it's keeping the request in it. I think it will. That's why I did it the way I did it. Okay, well there's two of them there, which is a little bit annoying, but it's no biggie. Perfect, so it is filling them as we go, so that should be fine. Rails, trains, etc. I don't have any trains automated, but I have the core things where I can make other automation when necessary. I do have rails automated, and I have red boxes, assemblers, and everything else, so, and belts. So I should theoretically be able to set up future automation just fine. I think I need to work on projectile damage sooner than later too, for the gun turrets. Everything takes military that I want now. I guess I'm opting to go through the military upgrades. I guess we're just almost on the max of everything though. May as well just rip them. I know I just said I was going to give the base a break, but I lied. Get to work, base. I fully expect every time I walk over to my furnace stacks now to just see like the complete wrong materials. The rocket fuel has not traveled very quickly. Not that it's a big deal, because we don't have like a crazy amount of excess rocket fuel to spend right now. In fact, we have like none being created. Why is that? It's just slow to make. That's the solution, is it's just a heckin' slow one. I think at this point we can switch these over to better assemblers. Give them some speed mods. Because if we start sending a lot of rockets to space and stuff, we're going to want a bunch of rocket fuel anyways. This will also help rip through our light oil a little bit. I mean, we're kind of ripping through our light oil anyways. It's petroleum that we're not really using at a decent speed. What the heck else are we going to do with petroleum? I don't know if there's anything we can do with petroleum. That's the one that I'm always low on, so I've never had this position. Petroleum gas is used in... nothing. I mean, it's used in some things. But as long as the base doesn't have like a massive demand for one of these things, like it just don't matter. We're fine on sulfur, we're fine on plastic. Honestly, I think we're probably in the clear to start working on our what the heck's being attacked? Are there no repair packs out there? Did I just forget to add those ones? No, there's some there. Ah, they're still dropping them off there. They actually just got them there. Is there a command for repairing it already? Who the heck's repairing it? I think we need more bots, actually. Like, unironically, I think we turned the bots back on because it does not feel like we have enough anymore. The fact that no one has repaired this in this wall yet concerns me. We got some slackers in our midst. So I will continue the trend of just putting laser turrets whenever the wall gets hit, I think. Oh, you know what it was? It probably didn't have... jerks. Oh, it looks like these laser turrets are getting a little action. It probably did not have repair packs nearby at the time. Do I need to put those into there? Is that how that works? That way they're not pulling from them specifically? Nuts, I didn't realize that was a thing. Or I forgot that was a thing? I remember you could put them in. That's really inconvenient if so. So we don't have to remake a bunch of these. Maybe it's not necessary. I was really hoping it'd be that simple. I really don't have to go around and do all of them. I mean, it's really not that many. I'm being a little bit whiny. This is probably fine though, right? Oh my god, it's just trying to fill the logistics. Or the requester chest, I see. That's funny, they end up in there and they're like, nope, put it back in. Alright, this is almost certainly fine then. I didn't realize I'd create an endless loop. No, don't do that. I knew not what I was doing. Surely this is just fine. It didn't feel like they were pulling from the requester chest. Oh, I guess I could change the requester chest into feeding into a supplier chest? No, because then it would just rip from itself. It doesn't matter, that's probably fine. Can bots pull from requester chests? Can bots pull from requester chests? Bots cannot take out of requester chests. We need a buffer chest. I used the wrong chest type. Whoops. That's what it is. I'm a dumb McIdiot head. I just put the wrong one. Can I keep really funky with this? Specifically, grab an upgrade planner and upgrade buffer chests. Oh my god. It's beautiful. All of my problems solved with the least amount of effort required. I didn't know buffers couldn't be taken from, or at least I didn't remember that. That's funny. But now, all those buffer chests are marked for being upgraded to, or storage chests. Requester chests are now buffer chests, which will now be able to be pulled from. You should add more 13 music to the playlist. It's funny because I just added the two 13 tracks I have on here, which are just like the battle theme from 13.3 and 13 base earlier today. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to either post it on the Discord or DM me YouTube links and stuff, because I want to make this playlist bigger. Actually, that reminds me. I want to see if there's a plugin for YouTube music. There is a plugin, because I wanted to put on a plugin that shows the current song playing and stuff too. That's been on my to-do list for a little bit. How's the rocket science doing? Oh, it's really starting to back up now. Nice. I think I'm gonna slurp up the solid fuel now to get the rocket fuel into the system sooner than later. I think we're making enough to sustain it. I need to see a bot flying past me, but none of the bots are taking my stuff, so it must be like just out of range of stuff. So I'll put a new Roboport down here. Alright, there's the rocket fuel down here, so that's plenty. Forgot we had automated tank shells that don't get tank shells anymore? Wonder what the heck happened here that makes it so that this just doesn't function. Maybe I just deemed that it wasn't worth it. It should be easy enough to just do this. And that should make it so we're making... Wait, what? No, this was getting plastic. This was just never getting plastic. I just set up automation for something that never was. This stopped getting coal for some reason. Weird. I mean, I could certainly get plastic for this. What is this doing? This is iron that doesn't come through anymore. Is that part of my problem? Was this supposed to be iron? Yes. We weren't making sulfuric acid for a bit. We still have sulfuric acid, thankfully, but we weren't making any. Well, long-handed place on the right side. Oh, there's a stupid dumb idiot thing there. Me jumping through hoops to get plastic onto this belt for no good reason other than the fact that it's bothering me that it's not doing it. I mean, I guess it'd be nice. But wait, this doesn't actually make anything. I'm being double dumb here. How the heck did you get plastic before? This must be a real relic of an old build. You also need coal, but you have coal, so you're good. Either way, we can make tank shells now. So that's something. Ooh, hooray. But you need access to coal now, which I did have a solution for. Oh, I just saw your link. Hold on. I knew not that I was sent presumably ultra bangers. What is this? Sunlight Waterscape? Is that what it is? Something like that. It's absolutely a banger, though. So you've passed the test for whether or not you appreciate bangers. It's a difficult bar, but you've made it. Really wonder what I can do to burn through more of my stuff. Ironically, our sulfur is not keeping up anymore. I guess I can produce more sulfur, but does it really make that big of a difference? If I could fit this somewhere, that would be so cash money. Wouldn't you know it to be true, it is in fact possible. Beacons are so nice. I seriously undervalued them. I'm never gonna do that again. Just like that, we're producing enough petroleum gas for the system to have to keep kind of chunking. Great. So we're not going to be permanently full on petroleum gas anymore. I'm sure we'll run out of some other fluid or something else to back up and everything will be awful, but until then, we'll just pretend we're fine. We're getting close to finishing what appears to be the primary... Oh, I forgot we can make uranium ammo too. I'd like to get that as well. The primary, like, non-infinite military text that we can feasibly do. Uh-oh. What? Are we really processing copper that quickly? There's no way. Our entire base was just devoid of copper. What happened here? Oh, those aren't stack inserts. I need to improve that. I have never seen one of our stacks empty. Are we really processing copper that quickly and the train takes that long? Maybe it got stuck somewhere. Okay, you know what? We just need to, like, remake the copper mine. Mine's so slow. There's a great deal of real estate that is available. Also, there's literally 2 miners here that don't do anything. What happened? Why are there no belts down to these? These miners just don't function. Whatever, we'll fix it. I don't know how the heck it got so spaghetti. Man, I was really expecting to be able to just, like, start working on the space platform, but it just feels like everywhere I look there's some, like, effectively a catastrophe of design, which necessitates me to fix it immediately. Are the bots coming for this? They are, slowly but surely. They probably got a lot going on right now. I'm getting rid of the modules is probably a pain. Okay, there's no resources there. What do I got for music? You look at this mix and see if it spits out other things that aren't going to be heavily copyrighted. Sure, I'm down. This mix looks mainly like my playlist already, though. I was kind of glazing how quick the bots... Oh my god, it's not in range. That's why they're not doing it. I was kind of glazing the bots. They're so fast, but they're just not able to. They can't see. Okay. We gotta fix that ASAP. The bots did nothing wrong. This is just me being ill-prepared for a good time. Unfortunately, our science is almost certainly going to come to a standstill because our copper is just non-existent right now. I get down some more cables to fix it. The issue is so much of it is a dead zone that it's going to take a little bit for the bots to do anything. Now that that Roboport's down, everything is coming up. Yeah, there we go. Thank goodness for bots. I know I said it before and a few times this stream, but they're keeping me going currently. I might just use medium electric poles. I think that this was initially made with those spacing in mind, so I'm gonna just focus with that. Yet another time in this one stream. This is just the stream where everything keeps turning off over and over and over again. But hopefully it'll have power in a sec. Jeez. I think we'll try to put productivity modules in these mines to make them last longer. It's gonna put another strain on our power. I don't know how bad it's gonna be in reality. Guessing our science died from the lack of copper, and it looks like it did. Cool. So at least this is back up and running now. I think I'm going to upgrade planner the belts to this mine. It's probably going to mine pretty quick with the productivity and everything. Also a little bit to rectify the fact that we've had no copper in our base for a while. I'm gonna just send it back now. It has plenty. Alright, let's look at the damage. You ran out of green science entirely and red science as well because they're both reliant on it. This whole thing turned off again. Oh my god. I never thought copper would be like a primary issue with the base, but man, it really becomes one. Okay, well, copper has begun to flow again, which is wonderful news. Sad that it ever turned off in the first place, but it should be just fine now. It'll take a little bit to get to the end, but our build should be looking nice, and then it'll take a little while for everything to kick back on again. While goobing around, we've gotten a quarter of uranium-235 that we need. Oh, shoot. Okay, no, it's working fine. Cool, these are flashing because they're out of fuel, but it looks like because they're heated up here that our system does work perfectly fine. Great, so awesome. We can preserve some of our fuel cells. The downside now is like, I'm kind of choking out our fuel cells a bit. I guess I could just process a dramatically higher amount of these. Maybe that's not a terrible idea. I could double the processing and just store the excess ones and break them. It's kind of like a dumb McIdiot head play though. Like, it's not the worst thing in the universe. My concern is it's going to take us so long we run out of power cells and need to start using them. It would be a little bit extremely inconvenient. But it wouldn't surprise me either. Well, they're expensive to make too, the centrifuges. Oh, you know what we can do? Let's throw some speed modules in there. That's the name of today. Let's throw some speed modules in there. Speed modules and trains. Alright, this will dramatically speed it up. It's literally twice as fast as it was before. So that's something. I might just leave it for now. I'm gonna have faith that this will last us long enough. Especially with how we're conserving it now a little more efficiently. Oh, it looks like the science got on already. Where the heck is it? I always struggle with this. There we go. Yep, green science has kicked back on. Getting processed pretty quickly too. That is nice. Our base jumps back to like 100 SPM as soon as we have copper again. How is the copper mine doing? Holy dense pollution. Look at that compared to the other mines. Wow. This middle one takes so much longer than the other ones. We need to fix that. Wait, that's not right. That's right. There we go. Unfortunately, while they're bringing those supplies down, it will take a little bit, but this should make it so that these other two lanes can help feed the middle one. Interesting that all their temperatures are synced up. I guess that makes sense, since I turned on all of their things at once. Their limiter thingies. I guess they're not perfectly synced up, but they're pretty close. I kind of want to see it output the signal, so I'm chilling here for a hot second. Look at that, we already got one more of them. That's huge for the account. So these need to be at least, what is it, 600 or 500? 500, okay. So I'm guessing this will be fine. The outermost ones haven't turned off yet, but they're getting kind of close. Alright, here it comes, the most exciting part of the Factorio stream. In 9 Celsius, will my hands activate? Because they get a battery signal. Oh my god. Incredible. Truly a savant of the universe, really. I think we need a second copper train. I'm really surprised. I mean, it might be a consequence of me fixing it. We just don't mine copper nearly fast enough. Wonder why our demand for copper got so scrunked. It's possible that it was because I was messing with this stuff and improving it. We also have been doing science for a really, really, really long time. Which is a nice testament to the base, but at the same time, very costly, apparently. It arrives back really quickly. The middle one does take a little bit longer to load, but not dramatically more this time. Alright, so that should solve that issue. Yeah, geez. I guess it's a consequence of the fact that we let copper die and it's going to take a while to get back up. Is there just like a handful of red belts here? There are. Man, the stack inserters are heckin' efficient at dropping off everything, though. I'll give them that much. Crazy, though. Like, our boxes are just, like, empty. And the copper ain't even making it to the end. We're just so copper hungry. Although, I gotta be honest, Breaking Force is a lot more epic than I thought it would be. Still waiting on that middle one for a little bit. I can't believe we can't fill it fast enough. Does this make it quicker? Probably not. Really? Like, I dispersed this dramatically. I guess I can move this. Then add a few more miners. That didn't turn off anything, actually. Not even necessary. But we will need, I think, a medium electric pole for these. Nope, actually they're covered by that too. Well, that's 2 extra miners, but still, dang. That's kind of crazy. And the copper train just goes, like it don't stop. Is it running rocket fuel already? No, damn. I wonder why no other mine does this. It might just be because the copper needed to back up. All right, yeah, no, the copper's trying to back up now. That's probably what it is. It's already empty. It's not backing up. I mean, it is backing up, but I can't believe it. It's gotta just be because we were using a crap load, but I don't think I've ever seen my furnace stacks like in action with a train and stuff have like downtime. Crazy. It's like as this is emptying out, the new ore comes in. Hopefully it'll be able to back up now that these belts are further back, but like, damn. I hope this base is fine. See, I don't want to leave the base. If I leave the base and go to space, what's gonna happen to the base? What if it needs me? You know? Looks like green science is chugging. Blue is also chugging. This should be pretty easy to fix. I do like that there are just like pivotal parts of the base or like really crucial part of the base that are like on the backbone of a single gear creator. One angry gear machine is all that it needs. And then we have like a handful of normal inserters because they're doing their best because that's all we need them for. Alright, looks like we're making yellow inserty boys a little quicker now at least. Hopefully that'll help the green keep up. Are we onto something that isn't green? Uh-oh. Oh, right. Yellow is really reliant on copper, isn't it? No flying robot frames? Oh, my... Because there's no batteries. Why are there no batteries? Because there's no copper. Because that is the culmination of the train issue. That's it. That one stone brick has completely shut down my base and caused everything to mess up. I cannot believe it. I did not get all of the stone bricks off of the copper belt. It finally reared its ugly head. And it's just this right here. Unbelievable. Not that this is like the be all end all, it's gonna fix everything. But this entire thing was just off. Like this was working. This is now like 1,000 products behind this one because a single stupid mistake. Okay, hopefully the batteries are going through to flying robot frames now. I guess flame turrets are probably also eating up a good chunk of them, but they haven't even been able to craft for a while. I'm gonna just call the 2 stacks and 1 uncommon one sufficient. Unbelievable. Our pollution cloud's looking nice and bright now, that's for sure. Now the rightmost one's struggling? Did I forget to like... It should be fine, I'll just leave it as is. It's a little wonky looking. Oh, you're not putting through any right now? Where's the one bot coming across the universe with a blue belt? My hero. There goes my hero. Watch it as it brings a belt across the entire base. Alright, so Uranium Mammoth's going to be pretty slow on the back of the fact that Yellow Science was effectively completely broken. It wasn't completely broken, but it effectively was. Speaking of, I should have just told the train to go back. Rather than wait for that belt. if it didn't get stuck there waiting for that belt to be placed, it would have made it before we ran out of copper up here. So I think we're backing up. I wouldn't even I can't even set up a second copper train. It's just it doesn't fill the train fast enough. I guess I can put a weight condition for the train. But also it might not be as big of an issue with the bulk inserters and everything pulling off the train. It can get out way quicker than it could before. I just can't believe the train's an issue. We were doing so good. Stupid uranium ammo caught me slipping. That's okay. We have done most of the military techs available to us, which is nice. We do have laser shooting speed 7, which we could still do, but everything else seems to be the infinite one. So we've done pretty good at cleaning up our tech. Look at this. This is not a lot of techs left. And most of the techs we have left have white science required on them too. So or at least a good chunk of them do. So cool. We did good on tech today. Was kind of expecting to go to space, but that didn't really pan out. Instead, we had to fix problems, create problems, fix problems, create problems, and then fix problems, and then create some more problems for the sake of it. I wonder why this left side struggles so hard. Rough that these already ran out of supplies. I guess it's not that big of a deal though. Or the right side, not left side. I don't know why this right side struggles though. It has so much stuff going on. I'm hoping that it'll just be fine a little bit because we've caught up more than we were before. It's so stressful. It's just I need to convince myself and tell myself it's because the factory was off for a while. Look how healthy our belts look now. We have the double iron belt, kind of. Got the double copper belt. We're all full at their stem. Slowly but surely making some utility science packs because we're producing flying robot frames now. Just kidding, we're not making batteries fast enough. I know that part of the battery issue is definitely this thing over here eating a good chunk of them. I was hoping it'd just kind of be done, but I'm gonna... Oh, what? I tried to click use filters, but I meant to click disable enable, and I didn't. Which means that I now have to fix this dumb thing. Not that it takes particularly long. I'll just load them right into the machines. There's no enable disable on this thing? Am I crazy? I guess I don't have it circuited to anything. Let me wire it here. Enable disable. Not even gonna have it do anything. I'm gonna just use that as a toggle just so it's connected to something. Saw that part of our base got hit. I don't know where it was. I'm gonna assume wherever it was fine. Oh look, some of those repair packs were used up. Wonder if the ones on the northern wall got used up too, where there's been a spooky action at a distance. That one hasn't. That one might have. Only one? I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna wrap up. Oh my god. Another consequence of our actions. Some more stupid stone bricks. It's gonna be haunting me until the end of this game, I think. We're just gonna keep finding stone bricks in everything. I have a bunch of flying robot frames on me. I'm gonna just go dump those in the yellow science really quick while I'm up here. I sure as heck don't need them for anything. Get science and it is really gonna haunt me forever. Like that is there's just gonna be so many parts of the base that randomly turn off. And there's not a gosh darn, I have 174 yellow science on me. Nothing I can do about that though. It's just gonna be a problem forever. Okay, well the yellow science got distributed. shocks me more than a little that the 175 science I put in... Wait, I guess I didn't get 175. Oh, I took all the science out of that machine. That's what happened. Like, I'm shocked that they went through it so fast. No, you just took it all out. No, it really does just distribute all the yellow, like, instantly, though. I guess for this many machines, it makes sense. Well, at least the green's been able to buffer now that yellow is in dire straits, but yellow is also starting to actually produce some. So our speed went up from a solid 20 up to 140, which should be enough to hopefully finish off. I'm hoping the 150 something I put in there is enough with the productivity modules. Will it be? I don't think so. It would be nice if it would be. Alright, I think on that note, I'm gonna call stream here. I think that we've got copper fixed. If nothing else, the fact that there's still copper inside of boxes here bodes well. Our boy's always waiting on like one of the stupid things to fill up though. Let me add a wait condition for like time passed or 30 seconds passed. That way it won't spend more than 30 seconds here. It should be filled up way before 30 seconds. In fact, we can probably make it 15 seconds. That's the wrong spot to put it. That's okay, we can move it. Empty cargo or whoops, not empty cargo. Time passed or 15 seconds passed. That way it'll just kind of like get some and then drop it off. There's no downside. It empties so heckin' fast with all the upgrades we have. Alright, let's follow the train. I wanted to set up a splitter onto this side too. So yeah, like it should theoretically, if it's actually full on copper, which it hasn't been doing because of the rightmost one, it should just fill in under 15 seconds anyways. Boom. Basically full. What the heck is going on here? Alright, that's fine. Either way, uranium ammo did in fact finish eventually. Copper is in heckin' dire straits, but we're keeping it running. Our power supply is no longer chunking through as much as possible, but man, we are eating some. Unfortunately, we're not quite... Oh, we built up a lot more. Okay, so the speed modules is going to have Covarex enrichment kicking eventually. And once we have Covarex enrichment, that'll hopefully solve all of our problems. Science is going to buffer a little bit now because we don't have much more to do with it. I'd like to get the last laser shooting speed just to have it because there's no reason to not have it as efficiently as possible. But other than that, we're pretty well defended. We've covered a lot of military stuff that we were kind of sitting on before. Oh, it looks like we're really backing up on our space science, which is quite nice. The robot frames are starting to catch up a little bit too, but I think that's more of a consequence of the high demand of the base for a long time. I believe I also hear my roommate getting home now, so this is perfect timing. So I'm going to wrap up stream then, and we're going to go probably eat some dinner or something, because it's about that time. It's later than I expected. I didn't expect the stream for very long today. Not that this is a particularly long stream, but either way. Appreciate you hanging around. If you caught the stream live, caught the VOD, didn't catch it at all, you know I'm still appreciating you. I thought my trains were about to collide really hard in the bottom left there. That was so stressful to watch, but I guess it means that my train signals work. Either way, thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Bye for now.